There you go, ding dong. Start recording me. So,
From where? Just from here?
you just watch what I'm doing. Now, come over here, actually, because I'm going to get out of the way. Come here. Let's get out of the way. Two chubby fellers in the way is not helpful. I apologize. Now, you're going to be given a piece of metal, not unlike this one on Monday. Are you with me? Not unlike this one. Mr. Grimm is going to give you some dimensions. Okay? For instance, I want this hole to be, like, for instance, 3 inches in from one end. Perhaps. Okay? I will give you exact directions next week. You will use this combination square. Mr. Grimm, can I just turn this little nut here and slide it over? You sure can. Notice how I lined the 3 up right there like that? Oh, dude. So you hook it on the end like this, and then you can come over. Are you getting this on film? And you come in with your piece of chalk. Now, get over the top a little bit more, like you're in the blimp or something. Is that more better?
Yeah.
Nice. Take this little piece of soapstone, chalk, if you will, Mr. Groom, and I'm going to make a little mark right on the edge of it here. Okay? Now, that is 3 inches in. How do I get halfway across? It's an excellent question. I thank you for asking it. This piece of metal is actually, look at that, it's 1.5 inches wide. What's half of 1.5 inches? 3/4 of an inch. How did you do that, Groom? I don't know, math comes easy. If it doesn't come easy to you, on your calculator, 1.5 divide by 2, 0.75, son of a biscuit. What do you know? So we're going to talk more about measuring in the future, but of course, quarter, half, and then 3/4. So I'm going to come in like thus, and Mr. Grimm is going to make a mark. And check it out, yo. X marks the spot right there. Now, I'm going to take my center punch and my ball peen, yes? Nice. I'm going to put it right on the X. Oh, friend. And I'm not going to hit it on plastic. You with me? So I'm going to go over the table over here. So walk with me. You good? Can you still see?
Yeah.
This is must-see television right here. Oh, Groom, you scared me. Now, can you see it? Ooh. Now, the game is afoot. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to drill a hole and get over here in said location. Okay. Now, meanwhile, I'm standing over here. Okay. Meanwhile, you point the camera at me for a minute. Actually, I don't know what to do about that. I'm recording, but I'm just going to keep recording. Oh, I don't want to splice this. I guess I'll pause. Here, show it to me. Show it to the people. Oh, see the cutter end, friend? Ooh, awesome. What are these things called? These grooves? What are they called? Flutes. And what do? They give you a place for the metal to go. Apparently you play the flute on this side, although I'm not sure why. It always feels more normal over here, but whatever. I was calling out yesterday. Now, whatever. Now, we're going to go over here to the drill press again. You watch up here. You let me know if something happens weird, like you can't see anymore. Here, come with me now. Oh, go with me now. Now, we're going to use this little vise. Mr. Groom, you're turning and nothing's happening. You have to kind of pull out on this guy a little bit sometimes. It is like that. Oh, whoa. For God's sakes, people. Try to make sure that you're drilling between the 2 slots here. You see this?
Yeah.
What happened here? Some idiot was drilling right on top of the slide. It's not optimal. So I'm going to put it right in the middle. You can push this guy in, and once it's in, then tighten it down. Oh, there you go. Now watch up there. We're gonna turn this end right here. Get it down here so people can see. Look down here. See these guys moving in and out? See them? Ooh. You see it? This is called the chuck. And we're gonna slide our bit into there. And listen, if you should slide it into about right there, where the flutes, just before the flutes start. If you've got the flutes shoved in, you've gone in too far. Maybe get me on camera. If the flutes are in, you're gone in too far. Don't go in that far. It's weird because I'm used to looking at you out here, but I can look on. Yeah, here we go. Now, so I put it in. Look, watch. Mr. Groom, there's flutes. You did it wrong. Pull it out. Now, look up here. The key, look at the key. It's a magnet right here. You see the key? Tag it. You're going to put it into one of these little holes here. Are you watching? Because it doesn't sound like you're listening. You're going to put it into one of these little holes. And then you put your thumb here and you're going to turn it like so. You probably don't need to grunt. Maybe you do. I don't know. Wait. You might not need to grunt, but maybe you do. Back up here with the key, please. Like so. I don't lose it. Now, always, let's just get over here where the people can see it. There's the buttons to turn it on and off right here. Always push the button first and make sure the bit spins nice and smoothly. Once in a while, it will get off kilter because you put it in crooked and it'll go wonka wonka. Don't stop. 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 Let's try it. Get down there in a bit. Hey, that's nice and smooth. Smooth as the baby's buttocks. Now, we are going to come over here. Get in here where people can see. Now we're going to grab this lever. Show them what I'm doing. And I'm going to pull it around. Look down here. As I'm pulling around, it's coming down. What? Now, it's imperative that the bit gets in the little hole that you made. Well, I can't. Get your face down a little closer and move it around to where it belongs. Now, this next part is very important. Shine it on me. Safety glasses, folks. Safety's real. Let's make it happen. Slide in here. So, when I turn this on, I'm going to start drilling here. And I'm going to pull it down. My hand is going to be holding on to the vise so it doesn't move. Can you see good? Now, Mr. Groom is pushing out little chips. It is. I started the hole. I'm going to pause. Look at me. I'm going to pause momentarily because I want to talk about this. It's always nice to lubricate things a little bit. So, when we're cutting holes, we're going to grab the lubricant, which is right here. Give it upside down. Give it the old wonka wonka. Just a little dab will do ya. You don't have to get carried away. And then again, hanging on to the vise. Let's go down. Oh, it's getting hot. Yeah, I wouldn't touch it. It's not that hot, but I wouldn't touch it. It would be unpleasant. Could I give it another shot of lube? You could. Well, you're almost all the way through. And I know. I'll give it another shot just for a good time. If I had 3 hands, I would do it while I was drilling, but I don't have 3 hands. Now, just give me a look. Give me on. Just before we punch through, friends, it might grab it and jerk it out of my hand. So you want to hang on tight, because that would not be optimal. And don't screech. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, friend. Oh, there, we're through. We made it. And then right here. Shut her off. Now, when you're doing your little project at home or in the shop next week, friends, at this point, we're going to put the bit away. Be aware that the bit is toasty at this point. So don't grab it with your bare hands and go, ah! There will be rags laying around. Grab a rag, roll it up like you're taking some muffins out of the oven or something, and hang on to it with that, and then put it back in the tin, okay? Make sure it goes back into the whichever you took it out of. For instance, I took a Q-bit. It's going to go back in the Q-bit slot. Yesterday, true story, a young man said to me, hey, Mr. Groom, it's fortuitous, that means lucky, that you were talking about taps today. I have this thing in my pocket that needs to be a bigger, different thread. I said, let's do it, bro. So we looked up on the drill bit chart, and it said we need a 5/16 bit. I said, go get a 5/16 bit. Some yahoo, and I won't tell any names because it might have been me, but I doubt it, put a smaller bit into the 5/16 hole. But he didn't know that, and I didn't know that because I didn't see that it didn't fit. You see this? So we drilled it out, and we were having trouble tapping the hole. It was weird. So then later I'm picking up after the child left, and I realized, oh, some dim bulb put a 5/16, now a smaller bit than a 5/16, in the 5/16 hole. So instead of drilling the 5/16, we drilled something smaller. Is that going to work very well? No. So you put things back where they come from. Now, Mr. Groom is going to take this off right here. Again, I'm going to use my fingers today. You should use a rag. Don't be like Groom. Okay, I wiped off the stuffs right here. Okay. I said I'm too late. I don't want to go find a rag. I'm in a hurry, okay? Did you use your pants? Yes. There, look at that. All right, now, here's my hole. It's nice and clean. Sometimes on the back side, there will be a little piece of, just a little snag right there you might want to clean off. Okay, come with me. I'm going to go down to the grinder. Now, you stay here and watch because it'll still be on the TV set, okay? We're going to go down to the grinder for a minute. All right, come on. Let's go now.
Hurry up, Zach.
Shut up.
Zach, hurry up.
Run, cameraman. Run.
Oh, there. Can you guys still see me? Am I still on? Jace. Am I on? All right, here we go. Now remember, kids, face shields. Nice. Now, again, right here on the back side, there tends to be a little bit of slag. So turn it on. Come in like thus. A little bit of thus. Oh, hey, look. No more slag piece. Oh, that's hot. And I didn't get any in my eyeballs. How weird is that? Walk with me. Now, Mr. Groom is going to put, now I'm going to put the actual threads into the hole. We're going to go over to this vise. Why are you shooting my backside? That may very well be my best side. That's weird. Now, kids, we're going to put threads in the hole. Now, I am using.
That's cool.
I am using a 3/8 16, which is a coarse thread. That's what I'm doing right now. You guys will be doing a different one. So I picked it out. I put it into the tap handle. Remember, come in here close to people because the people need to see. Get over here. You're in the way.
Yeah, you need to hurry.
It's hard to find good help. That's all there is. Look up here, babe. So I'm going to put this little feller here into my tap handle like thus. What? And then tighten it down. Nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a vise over here. Again, there'll be different vices for you people down there. And you'll probably be sharing vices. Okay? So like one of you will have your metal sticking out one side. One of you have your metal sticking out the other side, perhaps. We'll play it by ear. Okay? It could be a situation where, again, hypothetically, Seth and Jace may be using the same, putting holes on opposite ends of the same piece of metal. Okay? So you guys get this like 6-inch long piece of metal. You guys put your, I'm sorry, I forget what I'm talking about. And then you put your hole over here, and then Seth, you put yours over here, and whatever, okay? And maybe, I don't know. We'll play it by ear, okay? Now, go on in here, get in here where you can see what's going on. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it like thus. I'm going to stick it into the hole. I'm going to get myself down sideways so I can see what I'm doing. Get down here sideways. And I want to make sure that sucker is as straight as I can get it to be. I'm going to push down and turn. Remember, the first few threads on these taps are a little messed up. That is, they're a little beat down, ground up. So I can hopefully get it started as straight as possible. Okay? Now, again, if this were a, thank you. Talent is having issues now. If this were a precision piece of equipment, I wouldn't be having freshmen probably do it. You know what I mean? Like, I need precision threads. Here, I know, let's have some freshmen do it. You know what I mean? So, Mr. Groom is not going to get upset if it's not, oh, you're not 100% perfect, Hugh, so this is terrible. Oh, and I'm not a freshman. Okay, whatever, okay? Now, come down here, watch. We're going to grip it like thus, and we're going to turn about a half a turn-ish. And then we're going to turn it backwards, okay? Now, listen carefully. Shh. Oh, crunch. I heard some crunching going on. That crunching is you're taking the metal that you cut and it's crunching it out. It's falling out into the flutes and clearing the path so we can take another bite. So get down here again. We're going to turn it another about, roughly-ish, half a turn or thereabouts. It's not a precision thing here. And we're going to come back, crunch, 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 and then we'll go another half turn or thereabouts. Ooh. So you can kind of see I get in the habit of just going. Mr. Groom, as I'm cutting through, is there a point where it starts to get easier? Yes. Once all of the good threads have made it all the way through the hole, then it's just like running a bolt through a hole, right? But until I get there, I'm still cutting. And so as a result, it's still going to be a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? There's going to be a little bit of resistance, if you will.
Not the resistance.
Not the resistance, man.
That's the dark side.
Okay. Oh, look at that. See now how easy that is now? What? Cream, you're barely pushing it. That's because it's no longer cutting threads. Are you with me? Get down underneath, look underneath. Look underneath, look under there. Can you see it sticking out?
Yeah.
I can't see.
Wait, let's get some light on the subject.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, now we're gonna see it.
oh, I see, said the blind man. Listen, it is all the way through. Get on me. It is all the way through. We're no longer cutting threads. Now we're just like screwing a bolt through a hole. Nice. So we screw back out like this. Whee! Now, at this point, you're like, I'm going to go super fast. Don't do that. Go slow because I don't want it to fly across the room. I don't want you to drop it. Remember, the taps are somewhat brittle. Okay, they're not eggshell brittle, for heaven's sakes, but they're not like soft. They're not like hard, kind of like it'll take some abuse. Take it out. Notice that there'll be some crap in the flutes. Do you see that? Okay, you will have a rag. Wipe those out. I want this cleaned off before you put it away. I will also have some parts cleaner. Come with me. We have parts cleaner over here. There will be some parts cleaner laying around. And so I will have you take it like this. Point it away from yourself. Obvious. Where are you at? And take and just squirt some in the flutes like that to clean them out. Okay? Again, I will have a rag. Wipe it down. And then go put it back where you got it from. Okay? Now, they will not be coming out of my good cases. You'll be using ones that I have specific for this purpose. I have about, what am I looking for? I don't know. If I have a dozen, thank you. I probably have a dozen. I'm sorry, I forgot my director's cue. Sorry. Look over there, stupid. Yeah. I have about a dozen of the size that I want to use, and so we'll be using those, okay? You'll all be using the same sized one. All right, pause that for 1 second. There's one.